If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
This is the JB and Sandy Show podcast. You can listen live every morning on 103.1 in Austin or stream the show on the iHeartRadio app.
My name's Sandy. This is JB.
Hello.
And Trisha's here too.
Hi, everybody.
And from at Thunderpop TV on all your socials, our buddy Stephen Presley. Hey, man.
Hello, hello.
Longhorns play 7 o'clock tomorrow night at DKR, first night game of the season. And boy, it's going to be a highly contested football game as Sam Houston rolls into town.
Hey, my confidence is very low for the Longhorns right now.
Really?
That was, hey, let's be honest. That UTEP game wasn't pretty.
No, not pretty at all.
But
overrated.
they need to tune up for OU. Man, the clock is ticking. You think Sark is nervous?
Yeah, October 11th in Dallas, and that's a big game. So 7 o'clock kickoff, plenty of time to get your swerve on before the Sam Houston game, and there'll be a lot of that. I think tailgating started about 45 minutes ago. And
again, not to dwell on, but at that UTEP game, they were booing Manning after one of his throws.
Yep.
Now it's a night game when people are really sauced up.
Gosh.
That crowd could turn.
I think Coach Sark said something really smart to Arch Manning, though, after the UTEP game. He said, well, you've never played quarterback until you've been booed.
Yeah, it's a rite of passage, right?
Yep, and he's absolutely right about that. One of the things, hot button on this show, and especially for JB, and me too, is the electric scooters. And JB found some interesting information of comparing the electric scooters of today with death devices of our youth.
I'll focus on one from our youth in particular for time's sake. Because there were a lot of things that were super dangerous, like the easy bake oven. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
Kids were burning their hands. But the one that really stands out, if you're, a child of the 70s, is yard darts. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember how they banned those? The darts you'd throw. It was like horseshoes, but you throw them way in the air and it'd stick in the ground. And they banned those. And I looked up some information. Any guesses on how many fatalities there may have been before they did a ban on that?
Oh, hundreds, probably.
Oh, God.
Right?
Surely a lot.
Thousands.
What?
Three.
Fatalities.
Really? Yeah. Yep. And Sandy,
sure hey, hold on.
What?
You sure it wasn't 444?
When I'm holding the hand up, So it made me think about, there were 3 fatalities and they banned them. And I live in the South Congress area and they're everywhere. I don't mind people writing them, but it's the junk, the junk and everywhere. Now, since 2017, which is kind of when they came on the scene, through 2022, I only have stats from 2017 to 2022. I'll share another stat with you from 2024 in a second, but just in that time period, there were 111 fatalities on e-scooters.
In 5 years.
Yes. Isn't that crazy?
That is.
111 fatalities. Now, this is really staggering. Even on I think it's, well, let me tell you this stat and then I'll tell you a theory. Even on e-bikes, now that those are out there for rental, in that same time period, 104 fatalities. Because these are people who are not used to riding these things. They're faster than you think. People are doing it while intoxicated, I think, is a big factor, especially in a city like Austin. They get out of the bars, they jump on these. Now, this will freak you out. This is a stat from 2024 alone for ER visits from e-scooters. Any guesses?
Given the numbers you've said already, tens of thousands.
There were, in in 2024 alone, there were 8,566. From 2017 to 2024, there were 56,847 emergency room visits from e-scooters. Almost
Oh my God.
57,000 ER visits. I see it all the time. It's like,
And they're still just rolling them out in the cities and replenishing them.
They're everywhere.
Cities.
Everywhere. What's those Dr. Evil cars that they do the Austin tours downtown? They're kind of an e-scooter type, but they're a little different. They're a little bigger. I know a woman that got injured on one of those because she hit a bump when taking a tour, and she broke almost every bone in her body.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah. I mean, I've ridden practically every street in Austin on a bicycle, I swear, and they're just bumpy sections. The sidewalks are bumpy and uneven cracks, and the roads have these divots in them, especially at night. They're not aware of them.
I'd like to know how many of these ER visits, injuries, and deaths were a four-wheel vehicle involved.
Right. I don't have. That's right.
That's what I'd like to know. Or how many of them were just, being
falling
a bad scooter rider.
It doesn't take much to hit your head hard and get that brain swelling. Like it's just horrible.
Right.
Man, why are these not banned?
Yeah. 3 deaths and lawn darts are gone.
Right. So Sandy has a funny story about something that he did that was quickly banned after he had one.
Oh, on the lake.
On the lake.
Oh, the kite tube.
Yes. The tubes that would fly.
Yeah,
you were living on Lake Travis and you bought one of those things.
Yeah, and I almost killed John Coriath with it.
Yeah. Didn't he break a rib?
Yeah, broke a rib. So this was just picture your typical Lake Travis inner tube. You drag the kids around. But this one was built to get air underneath it and fly above the boat at the end of the tow line.
At 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, and you had to go fast to get them up there. And it wasn't easy to get it off the ground, but we managed to. And old John Coriath, he's up there flying 35 feet above the water at 30, that's probably longer than that, probably 80 feet. And at 35 miles an hour, I can't hear a word he's saying, but I know he wants down. I know he's like, get me off of this thing. Finally, he just jetpacks out, like he jets like he's a fighter pilot and falls off it from, 75 feet in the air and broke a rib when he landed. Yeah, and those are gone.
Bring him down.
There's no way to bring it down slowly. It's just, they don't tell you that when you buy it.
They tell you how to get it going, but not how to brake.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so those things were on the market for half a summer and been banned. And then banned for good.
Yeah. So you can get things banned. That's where we're going with this.
Right.
It's just a matter of, they've got a strong Washington, D.C. lobby that are keeping these things on the
because
street.
a lot of them are tied to Uber.
And a lot of them are tied to EVs. And the green New Deal and all that nonsense. So, anyway, enjoy your scooter ride. You'll never see me on one.
Think twice. I can't remember what the age is. I thought it was so funny when they said they're not legal for kids under, was it 12 or 13, I think? I don't remember the exact number. And I go, those are the only ones who know how to ride them properly.
Exactly.
It's the adults getting on them.
1031austin.com.
This is the JB and Sandy Show on Austin's 80s station 103.1. Text us 737-301-9600.
All right, there's now an app that can help you decide whether or not you want to get on one of the hundreds of tollways throughout Austin. Trisha's got the story. Just a moment. Trisha, are you excited to go to the Benson Boone show tonight?
I am. I'm very excited to go with our daughter. We've got our outfits all figured out. The only thing I'm stressed about is transportation there and getting back home. Just the craziness of the Moody Center before and after the events.
That's true. Can you park over at your friend Tasha's house in Barton Hills and just Uber over?
Yeah, we've done that before in Uber over, but then when the Ubers drop you off in the front of the Moody Center, and it's a big long line to get dropped off or walking, and
getting picked up is the hard part.
Yeah, when we went to Chappelle, we had to walk so far away from the Moody Center for an Uber to be able to get to us to pick us up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only part.
And it's major surge pricing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll figure it out. Should be a fun show. That's tonight.
I don't know if you had a good husband, he would.
Yeah. I had a husband who offered.
The stories we love.
All right, you guys have heard about that satirical social media account called Evil Mopac, right?
No. What is it?
Yeah, there's a guy, it's an Instagram account called Evil Mopac. Nobody actually knows, I think, who the guy is who posts on it, who launched it, but he just has very sarcastic comments about Austin, Mopac, traffic. One of his latest posts was HEB is the fourth branch of government in Austin. It's just very Austin centric. But now there's an Evil Mopac app that is being launched by a guy named David Farmer. He reached out to the Evil Mopac social media guy and said, look, this has to do with Mopac. Can you help me out? Can we partner? You download the app, and the app is able to draw on whatever price the toll roads are at the time and what traffic is like based on where you're trying to go. And it will let you know how much money per minute you would save if you used a toll road, a toll lane, versus if you used a regular lane.
Wow.
So some of the guys went out and kind of did a little experiment to see how it would work. And it was pretty spot on. In one example, if you're going from 183 to Cesar Chavez, the regular lanes are going to take you 5 minutes. The toll lane is going to take you 4 minutes, and it's going to cost you $1.06 to save that 1 minute. So that helps you decide, is it worth it or not?
Yeah. I use the Mopac toll from time to time, and there's been many times where I go, I can't, you spot the car to judge it, I'll recognize that plumber's van.
Right. To see if you're
and
making
I'm
progress.
there's been a few times where I'm this is a wash.
Yeah.
You know who's got it made in the toll lanes? Motorcyclists. They don't. They go in after.
Oh, they don't have to pay. Yeah.
Yeah. They just jump.
weave into it.
Yep. Yeah. There's no
those
stopping
little
that.
bars that divide the toll lane and the regular lane? Those are rubber, right?
Right.
And
Trisha thinks they should be concrete.
I do, because the first time I was driving and somebody switched in and it just bent over and then popped back up, my brain was like, what? I thought they were hard. They should be hard.
They should have electric shock when you drive. When you hit them, they shock you.
Something. Anyway, I think that's cool, because most of the time when I'm trying to decide, I'm like, does that one look faster? What does it look like over here? And then it literally tells you the number of minutes you'll save and the amount per minute that it could save you or cost you.
It's kind of like TSA pre-check. Sometimes I'm like, well, the regular one's faster. Because people have TSA pre.
Right.
Have you had that happen?
I did it, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
made me
just
so
all,
mad.
Yeah, but that's all just depends on flow of traffic, our flow of passengers.
I know. But I guess you still don't, have to take your shoes off and your laptop out or whatever. There's that.
Shot. I'm a clear guy.
They just have don't get him talking about clear. He thinks he's real, so much better than the rest of us because he has clear.
Mm-hmm. I have a concierge that walks me up to the little booth, and it's great. It's the biggest waste of money ever.
Right. Anyway, if you want the Evil Mopac app, it's available for free in the iOS and Google Play stores.
All right, coming up next, Stephen Presley from At Thunder Pop TV is with us. We're going to talk a little bit about Sylvester Stallone, and he's finally made comment on the Rambo prequel, right?
Yeah, he's finally come forward and what he thinks about it.
All right, that and why are a bunch of United States-based movie studios suing the Chinese government? Stick around, it's coming up.
1031austin.com.
Hey, it's Sandy, and the thermometer might not show it, but fall really is coming to Central Texas. And no matter the month, no matter what Texas weather throws our way, I want you to know you can count on my friends Scott and Stacy Feller and their team at Kangaroo Roof. Scott and Stacy, they're great people. They stand behind all the roofs they install. Kangaroo Roof is open, honest, transparent at every step of the process. It starts with pricing. Scott and Stacy understand that a new roof, big investment. And while other roofing companies make it complicated, with a simple phone call, Kangaroo Roof can tell you how much a new roof will cost. They'll need your address and a bit about the materials you'd like, metal roofs, shingles, solar products. They really do it all. And they can explain the cost and timeline of your project. And you can feel good knowing that Scott and Stacy are honest, professional, and have been taking care of Central Texas families for more than 25 years. So give Kangaroo a call. They'll really hop to it. Find them online at callkangaroo.com.
Well, that's it. Do us a solid and copy and paste the link to this episode and send it to a friend or two. Thanks for listening.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.